Hi, I'm Joel Anderson. Today we'll be interviewing one of Fallbrook Art Association's mixed media artists, Ariana Ayazi.
My name is Ariana Ayazi and I'm originally from Iran, but I moved to the United States since 1985. I have been working on pretty much mixed media because I'm using my textile and plus adding acrylic paint, maybe batik, watercolor, pastel, whatever media I can get to reflect on my work, I use it. But basically is textile, which I'm using machine embroidery, hand embroidery, and I'm using freehand embroidery, using the hoops that I create my designs with. So my really passion is landscape. So I use a lot of my work is from, what I see around me. I'm mimicking the nature, whatever is around me, and I am creating my work pretty much kind of, in between realistic and abstract. I use both methods to create my work, but pretty much is from the nature, everything I do. What I am using actually here, maybe this is one of my work if you can get close to see it. I have, the background is all painted. I use processed fiber paints. I either use liquid watercolor paint, but I'm really mixing it with water so I can thin it out so I can actually paint with acrylic paint. So I use the background first. I do my whatever I want to go to the background, I'll do it first. And then for this one, particularly this particular work that I have actually tie-dyed the fabric, as you see here, to create that kind of a sort of a burnt texture. Because this painting is called brush fire. I got actually, this idea came, when there was all kinds of, fire going on here in Fallbrook, all over the place. So I got the idea from there. So you can see the sort of a kind of flames coming from here. And then I tie-dyed and dyed the fabric myself, the one that I used here, so to get the different texture of the colors. And then I did some kind of applique here, and I raised it, put behind it. I use all kinds of stuff, to create my texture or, the kind of a quality I want to give to my painting. And then I do all of the rest of it. Everything goes into a frame like a hoop, and I stretch my fabric, and I do a lot of embroidery that goes with the machine. And some hand, some machine embroidery. But basically, this is what I do as a mixed media artist. So I have got everything in my painting. I have actually been doing this one all my life, really, because I graduated from university in England in 1978. So I went back to my country, Iran, and I started to teach at the university in the textile department. And then I continued doing my work. I put some exhibition here and there. And then when I moved to 1985, when the revolution happened in Iran, and we left the country, we were the lucky ones that we could. And so I didn't really work for a while till we settled down and got used to living in a new place, in a way, and then find my new career, which I went into the child development. I started to work in preschool and then moved on to be doing other things, in my positions. And but I still did do art with the teachers. Actually, I did a lot of art with the teachers too. And I continued doing all my work, but since 2013, I joined different galleries. One of them, the first one was Cole Gallery in Carlsbad, and then I actually joined Fallbrook Art Center a few years ago, almost 5 years ago, and then I just came up to this gallery because I met Judy at the Cole Gallery, and she said, "Why don't you join us?" And I did, and I'm actually so happy to be here because It's a beautiful little gallery, and I'm really enjoying presenting my work here. So I have won a few awards already, even though I've been joined since last year. So I got a third place for the mixed media for the spring show, and I also do a lot of cards too, that I do embroider and then painting on the card using my mixed media, and I'm really enjoying doing that too. So that's about my background.